So guys, today is Monday, what is it, September 29th, 2025. And we're done with the 10K challenge. So, I have to come up with a few things that I want to talk about and, to address going forward before I think about my next challenge. And in today's video, I want to talk about drivers who feel like they can't make no money. Because I met a guy, I think it was yesterday, I met him in Walmart. A roadie driver that I talk to now and again, and I saw him doing Spark before. And I'm like, hey, what's up, man? You still doing gig work? And he's like, nah, things are slow, can't make no money doing that, you know what I mean? And I'm like, bro, what are you talking about? Because you're confusing me right now. I said, I'm making money. And he's like dumbfounded, like, he doesn't have a response. He's like, oh, my girls still do it, but I don't do it anymore because I can't make any money. So I'm thinking, how? I'm out here and I'm telling him I'm making money every day. And I know the reason why these guys aren't making money. They're not making any money because they want the money fast. Like, they want fast money, but they don't have any patience. They don't have any discipline. They don't have any strategy. You see what I'm saying? And maybe they're just taking the wrong approach. And there might be more reasons as well. But they're just taking the wrong approach. So, it's like, bro, there's money out here. I don't know what you on. I don't know what you're talking about. There's money out here. I'm looking at some money right now. I'm looking at trying to make some money because guess what? I'm always vigilant. I'm always prospecting the apps because I'm looking for my next opportunity. And the thing is, you gotta have multiple apps. You can't just say, yeah, I'm a roadie driver, I'm a Spark driver. You gotta have multiple apps that you're actively working. Not that you're on, that you're actively working. Yeah, you could be a roadie driver and a Spark driver, but then you're only working roadie at a certain given time, and then maybe 3 weeks later you're like, yeah, let me do some Spark. No, you gotta actively be doing both apps. If roadie ain't popping off this hour, you're doing Spark. You're doing your Spark while you're shopping, you're checking the roadie map. There might be something right in your vicinity that you can grab. So guys aren't doing these things. They're just complaining, they're whining, they're moaning, and they're like, yeah, I give up. That's good for me. Less drivers in the market, that's better for me. More opportunities. You see what I mean? But in this video, I'm going to be doing some work, and I'm also going to be telling you how I go about it to be successful, making money every day using gig work. And I mean solid money, solid earnings. So right now we're going to head to the Home Depot in South Ozone Park on Rockaway Boulevard. I have 2 gigs to pick up from the Roadie app. One's paying $39.38, 3 deliveries, and $37.62, 1 delivery. I have a minivan, so I could actually facilitate a lot of orders. So let's go down there and see what we're picking up. You don't know what you're picking up until you arrive at the store. So let's go and see what we're picking up, and then I'll reassess, because sometimes they try to squeeze things in that don't belong in the order, and then I have a problem fitting them. But I think I should be good though. So let's go down there and start making this money. Let me show you how I do it. In my market, that is, the New York City market. In your market, it might be different, but there's still some things you can apply to your specific market. All right, guys, we are at the Home Depot, and I have 3 vinyl windows to pick up. Those could stand up on the side, so I'll be able to fit those. And I have a top freezer, a refrigerator with a top freezer to pick up, and 2 other small orders. So we could handle these things. Let's get them picked up. Hopefully they're ready. The thing about Home Depot pickups, some stores are really crap, especially this one. So Let's hope that they're ready and we could just be in and out in a jiffy. Let's go. So these are 2 small orders and an employee went to get the bulkier items. So let's put these in a van and come back. All right, guys, this is what we got. We got a fridge for Bangladeshi Brudgeon here, and we got some windows. And the bigger the vehicle, the better. This is a mid-sized vehicle. It's the best of both worlds. You know, you could do DoorDash, Uber Eats, Grubhub, Instacart, Spark, and you could do roadie, freight, bigger, you know, ticket items in here, like a fridge and windows. You can't do these in a car. So, you know, it all depends on what you're driving. The bigger, the better. I'm going to be dropping a lot of gems in this video. So get your pen and pad and make some notes. Take some notes. So let's get this packed in and start doing some deliveries. And we have one more pickup to do. So let's go. Guys, we all packed in. Played some Tetris here. The windows are safely stood up and put in the corner there. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put that box in between to create a buffer. So in case I make a corner, you know, it doesn't slam all over the place. So this box is going to come in handy right there as a wedge. So that stays put. And when we get to the fridge drop off, you know, I'll reposition the windows. So, yeah, hand truck, because I'm going to need to transport the fridge or anything bulky so that I make my job easier. So let's go. Guys, got to have the right equipment. A lot of guys be out here, they want to make money, but they ain't got no equipment. They ain't got a cart when they're doing shopping. They ain't got a hand truck for when they're doing last mile delivery. Come on. Can't make this up, man. So guys, it's now 7:58 in the morning. I got up at maybe about 5:50. Check the roadie map to see if there's any good gigs out. There weren't, so I just went about my business. So you see what I just did there? I got up, I checked the apps, I prospect the apps to see if there's any opportunities there, you know? I went back to sleep a bit, you know. Did I go back to sleep? I actually woke up at 5:20 and then went back to sleep. So, I got up, used the bathroom, you know, freshen up and things, and went out. I went straight out. So, yeah, we're 12 minutes away to drop off the fridge. Gonna get that done, signature required. Gonna make sure I provide excellent service to the customer, and then we move on. I might actually drop off the windows before we go down to the next store on Jamaica. Because right now, it's the rush hour for school, and I might want to avoid that area right about now. Let it ease up a bit. So yeah, I want to give you as much information. I don't want to talk too much, but I want to give you a lot of information. I want to give you value, because I realize a lot of the videos I've been putting out, I haven't really been creating, you know, giving you guys value. I've shown you, like, yeah, I'm making money, but people like value. People want you to give them game. You see what I'm saying? So I'm gonna give you some game. Head some game. Let me know if you're getting value in the comments down below, all right? So let's get the fridge dropped off. Here to drop off the fridge. Let's do it quick. Okay. All right, guys, that one's done. Let's go to the second store. Gotta be patient. Oh, I need some gas, yo. I need some gas, like right now. Like yesterday. I didn't even realize that. Like, I remembered, but I lost track. Where's the closest gas station? I'm bugging. I'm bugging, yo. Six minutes. Let's get some gas. Bugging out. So guys, got the fridge dropped off. Fill up the tank with gas. This gas is gonna last me a couple of days. So even though it cost me $60 to fill up because my tank was really empty, this is gonna make me some money. And I mean, if I make $200 a day for the next 3 days and I still got gas in the tank, that's $600 from just $60 worth of gas. You do the math. And this vehicle, I bought this to do gig work. So not as if I'm worried about the wear and tear, you know? I'm not at all. So, yeah. I want to stress on discipline, guys. You have to be disciplined. That means getting up early, getting out there, finding a location. Discipline and strategy goes in hand. You get up early, get out there, find a location where you want to post up at, whether you're doing roadie, you think this Home Depot is going to drop good orders, you know, this Home Depot got really good volume of orders, or that one over there. You see what I mean? Or that the Home Depot might have a Walmart next to it, a BJ's. You know, you might be able to do Spark or Instacart at the same time. You see, so you got to be smart out here. You can't be complaining about, oh, you know, it's congested, the game is saturated, this, that, and the third, when you're not actively looking for opportunities. If you live in Queens and it's very busy, go to Brooklyn. You see what I'm saying? Go to Long Island. Try the Bronx. Try something else. It just might work. You see what I'm saying? You just might find your niche, you know what I mean? But a lot of people, they aren't really willing to, damn, son. Oh, man. Yeah, a lot of people aren't willing to make sacrifices and readjust their strategy. Bottom line, people are just lazy. Let's just say that. Yeah. This freaking traffic cop just stopped me from doing my thing. Another thing is, guys, I got my money secured right now, you know. I dropped off the fridge. I got $39 worth of orders in the van, and I have another $39.95 order to pick up. So if you do the math on that, that's almost $120. I do have a Spark order at the Home Depot in Valley Stream. I already checked in, and when I'm done this, I'll just go back over there, pick it up, do 3 drop-offs, I'll make $40 more. Right there, guys. Look at how strategic I am. That'll be at least $160. My goal is to make $200 today. If I make more, I make more. If I make $300, hell yeah, I'll take it. But my goal is to make $200 a day. That's the bare minimum. If I don't make $200, if I make $180, that's cool, you know? It's busy, I understand. It's dead, I understand, you know? So right now, I don't have to be working with whole lot of anxiety, rushing. There's a lot of traffic out here right now. People trying to get to work, trying to get the kids to school or whatnot. I'm not going to be rushing. Next thing you know, I get into an accident, I mess up. You see what I'm saying? Basically, just eat up all my profits. So right now, I'm in a good frame of mind. I'm taking my time. I'm going to the next pickup, and, you know, it's just easy work. I go there, I pick up, I do my drop-offs, and I keep it going. this was a case where I didn't have any orders, guys, I'll be plotting. What should I do? You know, I'm not saying, yeah, man, it's dead, I'm gonna go home. I'm thinking about what could I do in the meantime until it actually gets a little busier. Maybe I do some food delivery. You see what I mean? And then an opportunity might come my way on another app. So you just gotta be strategic and you just gotta be smart out here, guys. Simple as that. There's a lot of things I could actually talk about, but this video will be very, very long. It's already kind of lengthy, longer than I want it to be, but I'm just, you know, dropping gems right now. Before I get to the pickup, you must have multiple apps. Multiple apps. At least, I say at least 5 dependable apps. Not just one app that you work in. 2 is cool, but what if both of them are dead? 5 apps. And for me, those 5 apps are Roadie, Spark, the Freight app, it provides Instacart. I'm making money on Instacart as well. And I won't say DoorDash, I'll say Uber Eats, because I could turn that on and I could make money. But I also have DoorDash that I could work. Those 6 apps, I'm not even gonna put Grubhub in there because Grubhub, those 6 apps are my bread and butter apps where I know if I really wanna make some money, I can turn those on and I can make some money. There's a lot of other apps that you can work, but for me personally, those are my favorite apps and those apps provide. Let's go to the pickup. All right, guys, here the second pickup. Pick up 1 order and you're gonna see what we get when I get back. So let's go. So guys, we're here to pick up some contractor carpet pads, the rolls. 3 of those is pretty bulky. It's not ready. I'm gonna pick it up. It's not ready, but I'm gonna wait because I canceled that Spark order from Home Depot and I got 11 and change for that, so for the cancellation. So just not working for me. So let's add that to the total and we're gonna do this pickup and then do the drop-offs and then we reassess from there. Let's go. All right, guys, finally got the product. It's very dusty, so I'm about to take my my little duster and dust it off. Let's go. All right, guys, got the order picked up and these things are very dusty because they've been sitting on the shelves forever. So this is why it's important that you have a designated delivery vehicle and not your nice BMW. I'm just talking from experience because I used to use my Acura MDX to do deliveries, and I get an order like this. Imagine putting that in my nice vehicle that I gotta go and take my family shopping with. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, just think about it. If you have a designated gig vehicle, you don't have to worry too much about the dust and the dirt and the grime. So we got this picked up. The drop's supposed to happen in about 11 minutes. I could stick around for the drops, but I don't want to. I want to keep going. If I get anything for the 950 drops, I do, but if I could get this route wrapped up before 11:04, that'll be even better. Because then I have 3 more hours to work and 3 hours to make, you know, the rest of my money. Well, 80 bucks. So we're gonna drop off the windows and that's gonna take us 14 minutes. So let's do that. All right, guys, I spoke to you about strategy. So what we're gonna do, while I was there was an Instacart order popping up for about 11:50 going in the direction I'm heading, and I'm like, nobody's gonna do that one. I'm heading over there anyways. When I get to the drop off for the carpet, it's gonna be like 6-7 minutes away. So if I could do that and make 11 extra bucks, why not? So I'm about to go back to the Home Depot and pick up 10 buckets with 10 covers. That's it. That's all. I'm gonna put them up here somewhere. Easy. The buckets are gonna be stacked in each other, and I'm gonna maximize my earnings by dirty stacking, using multiple apps at the same time. Don't be too paranoid. Don't be stressing. You know, don't be worried about, oh my God, I'm gonna be late for this Instacart order. Listen, don't worry about it. Trust me. Trust and believe me. Yesterday, I dropped off an Instacart order, gotta be about an hour late. It's still registered as early. I don't know why, but it happens. So, yeah, let's do this Instacart shop. Just like that, guys. Extra 11 and change, you know? I'm just showing you how to leverage your app. So I used Spark today. I didn't pick up the orders because I'm like, yeah, it doesn't make sense. I'm using Instacart and I'm using Roadie. So that's 3 of my go-to apps right there. Let's get these buckets packed in and start delivering. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna see all the deliveries until I give you an update. Let's drop off the windows. All right, guys, let's drop off the carpet on padding. Big house, this Indian person. And how I know the Indian, the name is Singh. And they like to build these lavish houses. So we're gonna back up, leave it right there in the driveway, and get about our business. So let's do that. All right, make sure you're careful when you're going into people's driveways. Let's do this fast. I don't want to make any contact with anybody because these items are not in the best shape, you know. Just like that, guys, we are done. Verify the address, 8327. That's it. Let's go. Let's go to the next roadie drop off. I want to finish the roadie drops. I'm not really worried about this Instacart order. Really not worried at all. It's gonna be late, but if I drop it off, any earlier than I plan to right now, I won't catch the next roadie drops, which is happening in 23 minutes. I don't have 23 minutes to go there and finish. I want to, with roadie, you got to finish. If you don't finish your route, it's not giving you anything. That's from my experience. You're not going to get nothing. Next drop off, let me see how far away it is. I'll get there in 14 minutes. That's perfect. That is absolutely perfect because it'll give me about 9 minutes to get back to one of the Home Depots close by, Elmont or Hempstead. Whichever one's closest, that's what I'm gonna go to. It's a gamble, but just might pay off. Last drop off of the route. Small package. I'll leave it right here. So guys, heading to the Instacart drop off. It's gonna be late. I don't really care. You know what I'm saying? Instacart is not like my main app, so but I have really good stats, so this wouldn't hurt. One order won't hurt your stats. So if you have to do something so that you can strategically, you know, make some money, you got to do it at the expense of maybe getting late to a drop off or whatnot. So it worked. So I switched up my strategy, my tactics. It's all about, listen, this is chess, not checkers out here, okay? It's chess. You do need a little bit of strategy in checkers, but not as much as chess. So, dropped off the last roadie order, relocated myself to the Home Depot, which was like right, maybe 7 minutes away from the last drop off. And guys, I got a huge order. It's kind of bulky, 400 pounds. Let me see what it is. Let me tell you what exactly I'm picking up, right? I already checked in, so I'll tell you what I'm picking up. 20 bags of, let me see. 20 bags of soil, organic hummus and manure soil. So that's gonna be stink. But you gotta do what you gotta do. So we're picking up 20 bags is nothing. 20 bags is nothing. We're picking up 20 bags, and that's paying us a total of $40.05. And we have a order that has 6 deliveries in it. The total weight for that, I think it was like 18 pounds or something. It's like small items, locker items, so on and so forth. And that's paying $26.16. But the catch is it's on the same route. So I'm gonna do this route and make $66.21, and that would hit my $200 goal for the day. So I don't need to stress about anything else. I don't need to, you know, bust my brain and waste time and get frustrated and go home and say these apps are not, oh man, these apps are not worth it. Let me go back to my W-2, or I do have a W-2, but I'm not at my W-2 at the current moment. I'll go back in a week. But you get the point. You see what I mean? You gotta be strategic, gotta be disciplined. You gotta know your market. You gotta have the right apps, and you're gonna make money. And you gotta have the willpower. It's so much that, you know, you just gotta be calm and collected and strategic. I know I'm saying a lot, but it's so much that goes hand in hand if you are to make it out here and be successful out here. This is easy to me. But for some people, it's gonna be rocket science. So let's do the drop-offs, do the pickups, and then do the drop-offs again. And if anything comes to mind, guys, I'll be sure to share it with you. All right, that Instacart order wrapped up. Give you guys a bit of variety, just demonstration. I wish I could show you more, like do Spark as well, but you get the point. Now I don't have to stress, like no stress. I checked in at the Home Depot on the Roadie app already. Now I'll just go back there, pick up my orders, do my drop-offs, and that's it for the day. That's it. I'm not doing anything else. No need to. I hit $200. If it was a day where I'm trying to make $300 or $400, then I'll keep going, but not today. I have, you know, responsibilities. My son gets off of school at 2, gotta pick him up and, you know, keep this thing going. You know, gotta get some balance as well, guys. You gotta remember that. Balance. Anyways, let's make this money. Guys, here at the Home Depot, got my back strap, got my gloves. Pick up this manure. Right, guys, we got the soil and we got the smaller items put in the boxes. See that? Don't be lazy, man. You gotta take the, you know, the orders that's you're gonna have to do work for, you know. So let's go, let's deliver and make 200 and call it a day. All right, guys, so what we're gonna do this route backwards so that I could get back for a good time. First drop, 24 minutes away, that's the furthest drop. And after that is the soil, and then we just, you know, come right back down to my neck of the woods. So yeah, when I'm done, I'm gonna go get something to eat because do you know you get to write off 50% of your meals when you're an independent contractor? So make sure you're eating when you're out there, you know what I mean? I try to write off $25 a day because I'm out here working. So you eat good and you get to write off $12.50 of that, you know, to help to reduce your taxable income. Be smart, man, you know what I mean? So at the end of the day, whatever you buy, if it's $25, you only gonna be spending $12.50. So it's like you're getting a discount. Come on. All right. See you at the stops. Right, guys, we're here in Manhasset, New York, Long Island, New York. Still is. Second one is in Manhasset. So, all right, guys, here to drop off the soil. And when you have heavy items like this, always try to back into the driveway so that you're not doing like a lot of work. So that's what I'm about to do right now. But you got to be careful though, because right now there's cars in this driveway. So you got to be careful not to hit people's cars. You know, you're going to be in a lot of trouble right there. Let's back in and get them dropped off right in the little corner right there. Yeah, all right, we're good right here. And drop them off and keep it moving. Quick and easy. Right, so guys, there's a picture. The old me would have probably parked on the street and carried each and every one of them inside, you know. But I got smarter with time, so that was pretty easy. Slide out, pack up neatly on the lawn, and we gone. We don't need to do anything extra. Sometimes you drop off to a customer and they say, oh, could you put it in the back for... You don't have to do that. You don't have to do none of that. Nothing. So got that dropped off. That's 40 bucks in the bag. And we go back down to my neck of the woods where the last 4 drop-offs are like in the same area. So It's 12:43. We're gonna be wrapped up before 2. My cutoff time is 2. We're gonna be wrapped up and I could go grab something to eat, you know. I haven't eaten anything for the day, so yeah, burning, you know, some of the fat reserves right about now, which is good. So 4 drops, bang, 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 and we're gonna run the numbers and wrap up today's video. Show you guys how you make money doing gig work without complaining and bitching and whining about every single thing. All right, guys, we talk. Drop off 4. All right, last order of the shift. All right, guys, that would be a 6-hour shift. Let's call it 7 to 1. 6 hours. So guys, there you have it. There's no secret to how I go out there and make my money every day. I show you guys, and if you don't want to take notes, that's on you. But I show you. I'm not trying to gatekeep. I'm not trying to look. Let me just say this. I'm not gonna show you every single thing because there's a few tricks and things that I do that, you know, I don't recommend that other people do because it's risky, and you know, I know some gray areas. I'm not gonna share everything because the apps have people that scour the internet, YouTube and social media for things that they can actually probably fix, you know what I mean? Because there were some things in the past that we used to exploit and they already fixed. So I don't want to share all the secrets, but I'm going to share a lot of stuff with you. So today on Roadie, well, I didn't do my final calculation on Roadie, but I think, let me tell you how much we made. We made most of our money on Roadie today. Let's say we made about 182 or so. Because on Spark we made 1191 and on Instacart we made 1150. So we made 206.57 total. So yeah, we definitely made 180 plus on Roadie today. I just didn't do my total calculation there. Let me do that. Let me do that for you. Let me do that for you. Yeah, 183.16 on Roadie, 183.16 on Roadie, and the reason why I made so much is because I was strategic, guys. You know, in the morning, find a Home Depot where you're gonna sit at when the drops happen, know your drops, and just know what you're doing, man. You know, once the drop happens, you put in for as many as you can, fast as you can. You just gotta keep putting them in, next store, put it in, next store, put it in, next store, put it in, and you just wait. You see what I'm saying? You don't just put in for one store where you're at or put in somewhere. You know, you put in for as many as you can. So we did that. We relocated, you know, re-strategized. You gotta keep thinking. While you're on the road, you gotta keep thinking. And once I secured my money, I could just chill. I don't have to worry about the other apps, do my deliveries, and call it a day. So, yeah, for the week, that's it. 206.657 for the month, guys. We go up to $6,280.25. So, I have a new category I want to add for the rest of the year. For the last 3 months, I've already come up with the challenge, guys. I want to add a year to date, and I want to pick a number that I want to try to hit by the time that the year ends. So that would be the challenge for the last 3 months of the year. But I'm going to mix up the videos, but that would be the challenge. So we drove 66 miles today. I did fill up the tank, and the tank is still a little below F, guys. So we still have about a couple 3-4 days. I'm not gonna push it. Maybe about 3 more full days I can work without filling up my tank. So that means we could make a potential of $800 from the $60-something that I put in because I went to an expensive gas station. So because I almost run out of gas. Let's just say that. Rookie mistake, but still. It is what it is. I'm human. So, guys, there you have it. If you don't make any money, you got to try something new. That's basically the message of this video. Try something new. Try something different. Switch up your game. Switch up your location. Or just do something else. This is not for you. If you can't figure it out, this ain't for you, man. You know, I could try to help you, but I can't hold your hand. You know what I'm saying? Can't do the deliveries for you. You know what I mean? But guys, thanks a lot for watching. I'm your boy Dom. This is Gigabyte NYC. Subscribe if you didn't like the video if you haven't yet done so. And until next time, peace out and Godspeed. We talk tomorrow. See ya.